What if I told you that one simple habit, no gym, no supplements, no extreme diet, could start changing your body in just 30 days? Not in theory, not in some motivational quote, but in real, measurable, science-backed ways. And all it takes is walking 30 minutes a day. Most people underestimate walking because it feels too simple. We associate transformation with intensity, sweat-dripping workouts, complicated meal plans, expensive memberships. But the human body was designed to walk. For thousands of years, walking wasn't exercise, it was survival. And when we reintroduce that natural rhythm back into our daily life, something powerful begins to happen. Let's imagine you decide today that for the next 30 days, you'll walk 30 minutes every single day. No excuses. Rain or shine, fast or moderate pace, but consistent. The first thing that begins to change isn't even visible. It's happening deep inside your cells. Within the first few days, your blood circulation improves. When you walk, your heart rate rises gently, not in a stressful way, but in a steady, controlled way. This strengthens your heart muscle. According to research published by organizations like the American Heart Association, even moderate walking improves cardiovascular efficiency. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood. Oxygen delivery improves. Your cells start receiving nutrients more efficiently. By the end of week 1, something interesting happens to your blood sugar levels. When you walk, your muscles contract repeatedly, and contracting muscles pull glucose from your bloodstream to use as fuel. This improves insulin sensitivity. Studies from institutions such as Harvard Medical School have shown that consistent walking helps regulate blood sugar and lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes. That means your body becomes better at managing energy instead of storing it as fat. You might not see dramatic weight loss in week 1, but internally, your metabolism is waking up. Now let's talk about your brain. After about 7 to 10 days of daily walking, many people report something surprising: clearer thinking, less anxiety, better mood. That's not placebo. Walking increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the release of endorphins, natural chemicals that reduce stress and improve mood. It also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that contributes to belly fat storage and poor sleep. In fact, researchers at Stanford University found that walking increases creative thinking by up to 60%. So that simple 30-minute walk, it's not just body therapy, it's brain therapy. By the end of week 2, physical changes begin to feel more noticeable. Your endurance improves. The same route that felt tiring on day 1 now feels easier. That's because your mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, are becoming more efficient. When you move regularly, your body adapts. It upgrades itself. More mitochondria are produced. Energy production becomes smoother. You don't crash as easily in the afternoon. And here's something most people don't realize. Walking can directly impact body fat distribution. While spot reduction is a myth, lowering overall body fat through consistent movement reduces visceral fat, the dangerous fat stored around your organs. Research linked to institutions like Mayo Clinic shows that moderate-intensity walking can significantly reduce abdominal fat when combined with consistency. By week 3, the scale might start to shift, but even if it doesn't dramatically drop, your body composition is changing. You may be losing fat while maintaining or even building small amounts of lean muscle, especially in your legs and glutes. Your posture improves because walking strengthens your core stabilizers and lower back muscles. You stand taller. You move with more confidence. Now, let's talk about something deeper: inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is linked to heart disease, obesity, depression, and even certain cancers. Walking daily has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers in the body. When you move consistently, your body doesn't stay in a fight or flight state. It shifts into a more balanced parasympathetic state, where healing and repair happen. Sleep begins to improve around this time too, not because walking exhausts you, but because it regulates your circadian rhythm. Exposure to natural daylight during your walks helps reset your internal clock. Melatonin production becomes more natural. You fall asleep faster. You wake less during the night. By day 25, something subtle but powerful happens. Discipline becomes identity. You're no longer someone trying to be active. You're someone who walks daily. That shift in self-image changes everything. And now we arrive at day 30. After 30 days of walking 30 minutes a day, here's what most people experience: lower resting heart rate, improved blood pressure, better insulin sensitivity, reduced stress levels, noticeable fat loss, especially around the midsection, stronger legs and improved joint mobility, better posture, more stable energy throughout the day, improved sleep quality, clearer thinking, and better mood. But here's the real transformation, and it's the one no one talks about. Your body begins to trust you again. When you show up daily with consistent, gentle movement, your body responds by becoming more efficient, more resilient, and more balanced. You don't shock it, you support it. And over time, that support compounds. The beauty of walking is that it doesn't spike your appetite the way intense workouts sometimes do. It doesn't overstress your nervous system. It's sustainable, and sustainability is what creates lasting change. Now imagine extending those 30 days into 90, into 6 months, into a year. Because walking isn't just about burning calories, it's about restoring the natural movement your body was designed for. But there's another layer to this transformation that most people never connect to walking: your hormones. By the time you've been walking consistently for 3 to 4 weeks, your hormonal environment begins to shift in a measurable way. And hormones control almost everything: your hunger, your mood, your fat storage, your energy levels.
Let's start with insulin. When you walk daily, your muscles repeatedly use glucose for fuel. Over time, this improves insulin sensitivity. That means your body doesn't need to release as much insulin to manage the same amount of carbohydrates. Lower insulin levels make it easier for your body to access stored fat for energy. High insulin locks fat in storage mode. Lower, stable insulin allows fat burning to happen more naturally. This is one reason consistent walking can slowly reduce stubborn belly fat. Now let's talk about cortisol, your stress hormone. Modern life keeps cortisol elevated. Deadlines, notifications, lack of sleep, constant mental stimulation. Chronically high cortisol encourages fat storage around the abdomen and increases cravings for sugar and processed foods. Walking, especially outdoors, acts like a reset button for your nervous system. Studies from organizations such as the National Institutes of Health show that moderate physical activity reduces chronic stress markers. When you walk regularly, cortisol levels become more balanced. You feel calmer. Emotional eating decreases. Your body shifts from survival mode into repair mode. Then there's serotonin and dopamine, your feel-good brain chemicals. After 30 days of daily walking, many people report fewer mood swings and a stronger sense of emotional stability. That's because rhythmic movement increases serotonin production. Dopamine regulation improves as well, which affects motivation and reward pathways. You're not just moving your body, you're literally reshaping your brain chemistry. This has powerful long-term implications. Research from places like Johns Hopkins University has shown that regular aerobic movement reduces the risk of depression and cognitive decline. Walking isn't just prevention for heart disease, it's prevention for mental decline too. Now let's zoom in on something that might surprise you: your joints. Many people avoid walking because they think it might damage their knees, but controlled, moderate walking actually strengthens the muscles that support your joints. It increases synovial fluid circulation, the natural lubricant inside your joints. Over time, this reduces stiffness and improves mobility. In fact, walking helps maintain cartilage health. The gentle compression and decompression during each step stimulates nutrient flow into joint tissue. Sedentary living does the opposite. It starves joints of movement-based nourishment. And here's something even more fascinating: bone density. Weight-bearing activity like walking signals your body to maintain bone strength. As we age, bone mass naturally declines, but consistent walking slows that process. Your skeletal system responds to load. It adapts. It fortifies itself. Now think about your heart again, not just its strength, but its efficiency. After 30 days, your resting heart rate often drops. That means your heart pumps more blood with each beat, stroke volume increases, cardiovascular endurance improves. You might notice that climbing stairs feels easier. You recover faster after exertion. Your body doesn't panic under physical stress like it did before. And here's a subtle but powerful shift: your appetite begins to regulate. Unlike intense workouts that spike hunger hormones like ghrelin, moderate walking tends to balance them. Many people find that after consistent walking, they crave lighter, more natural foods. Hydration improves. Digestive function becomes smoother because walking stimulates intestinal movement. Yes, even your gut benefits. Gentle daily movement supports the gut microbiome. Better circulation means better nutrient absorption. Reduced stress means less gut inflammation. Bloating decreases. Regularity improves. Now let's talk about fat loss in realistic terms. Walking 30 minutes a day burns roughly 100 to 200 calories depending on your weight and pace. That may not sound dramatic, but over 30 days, that's 3,000 to 6,000 calories, nearly 1 to 2 pounds of fat without extreme effort. And that doesn't include the metabolic improvements happening behind the scenes. But here's the key: walking protects muscle. Unlike aggressive dieting or excessive cardio, walking is low impact and muscle preserving. That means your metabolism stays healthier. When you maintain muscle, your body burns more calories at rest. And the transformation isn't just physical. After 30 days, your relationship with movement changes. Exercise no longer feels like punishment. It feels like maintenance, like brushing your teeth, like something you simply do because it supports you. And there's another benefit that rarely gets mentioned: consistency builds confidence. Every single day you complete that 30-minute walk, you reinforce a message to yourself. I follow through. I keep promises to myself. That psychological reinforcement spills into other areas of life: nutrition, productivity, sleep habits. Walking becomes a keystone habit. And here's something important. Walking is scalable. Once 30 minutes feels easy, you can add slight inclines, increase pace, add light hand weights, or simply enjoy the steady rhythm. The beauty is that it grows with you. But before we move forward, there's one critical factor that determines whether walking truly transforms your body or just becomes another short-lived attempt. Consistency over time is the magic ingredient. Those 30 minutes a day aren't just a one-time boost. They accumulate day after day, week after week. Your body adapts, your mind adapts, and by the end of the 30 days, you've done more than just move. You've created a foundation for long-term health, energy, and resilience. Let's visualize it. Imagine your metabolism as a fireplace. Sedentary habits leave the fire smoldering, low, unstable, producing little warmth. Each 30-minute walk is like adding a steady log to the fire. At first, the change is subtle. You might not notice dramatic warmth immediately. But by day 30, that fire is glowing, steady, and sustaining you in ways you didn't expect. More energy, better mood, improved circulation, and clearer thinking. The more consistently you feed it, the brighter it burns.
And walking is unique because it touches nearly every system in your body. Cardiovascular health improves, blood sugar stabilizes, stress hormones balance, mood elevates, digestion improves, joint health strengthens, even your brain benefits from better blood flow and neurochemical release. It's a chain reaction where small, consistent movement triggers cumulative, systemic benefits. By the end of the month, people often notice subtle physical changes first: looser clothing around the waist, firmer legs, improved posture. But the internal changes in your metabolism, cardiovascular system, hormonal balance, and mental clarity are even more powerful, and those are the ones that set the stage for lasting transformation. The most remarkable thing about walking is that it's accessible. No expensive equipment, no crowded gyms, no complex routines. All it requires is commitment. 30 minutes, your body, your steps, every single day. And once you start noticing the internal and external changes, it becomes addictive. Not in a negative way, but in the sense that your body starts asking for this gentle, life-affirming movement. After 30 days, walking isn't just a habit. It's a lifestyle shift. You feel lighter, stronger, more energized, and more connected to your body. You're setting yourself up for better health months and years into the future. And the best part? You don't have to stop here. The benefits continue to grow, compounding with every step you take. So whether you're looking to burn fat, improve heart health, reduce stress, or just feel more alive, remember this: 30 minutes of Watts Wargay is small enough to commit to, yet powerful enough to transform your life. Your body is remarkably responsive, and when you show up consistently, it shows up for you. And that factor isn't speed, it isn't distance, it isn't even calories burned. It's consistency over time.